Okay, there are three types of relations: reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Right? Okay. So if you are going to take a relation from A to A, set A to itself, and then if I am going to define that A is an element of A, if the relation is going to have, if I am going to write like this, what it means, if there is A or A, what do you mean by that? A is related to A, then it is said to be reflexive. Understand? If A or A exist, then it is reflexive. Symmetric means A or B implies B or A. That means, for example, if I have 1, 2, I must have 2, 1. Then only it is symmetric. If 1 is associated to 2, 2 must be associated to 1, and obviously they all both belong to the, so the images are found within the set itself, because my source and target are one and the same. If 1 has an image in 2, 2 should have the image in 1. Then only it is symmetric. Okay, then what about reflexive? Means every element should be associated with itself, whatever elements. If that is not happening, it's not reflexive. Clear? Transitive, it's like a relay. Transitive is, it's like a relay. A or B and B or C, these two exist. This implies A or C. So it's a chained, if A is related to B and B related to C, then A is related to. Okay, so let me try to explain. Well, these three are very important relations. Let me take a set of triangles. Let me call this as A, and I am doing A to A, and my link is, let us say, congruent to. Suppose I have a link congruent to. So I may have lot of triangles in a plane. I may have a small triangle, medium triangle, bigger triangle, things, geometric shapes. My set can be even geometric shapes, right? Okay. So if I take a triangle, right, A, and you know that what is the relation now? Congruent to. So if you take a triangle, you will associate only with triangles which are congruent. Okay, so I will be associating with whatever triangles. But the point is, will that triangle associate with itself? That can happen only if the triangle is congruent to itself. Do you agree that any triangle is congruent to itself? Therefore, this relation is what? It's going to be reflexive, because any triangle is congruent to itself. Are you able to understand? Okay, so let us take that there are two, that means if I take a triangle ABC that is congruent to triangle ABC, so it's reflexive. Correct? Okay, what about if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle, let's take PQR? Does that imply triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC? They are two different triangles, right? We know that a triangle is congruent to itself, but if a triangle is congruent to another triangle, will that triangle be congruent to this? Yes. Therefore, this is also symmetric. What do you mean by transitive then? A triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, and PQR is congruent to some triangle, say M and O, right? So will that imply triangle ABC is congruent to that M and O? Which is transitive, right? So a set of triangles, that's the set A to A, congruent to is a reflexive relation, is a symmetric relation, it is also a transitive relation. question. Are you able to understand? Let me take something else. Parallel to set of lines. Is it reflexive? Is a line parallel to itself? Yes. If one line is parallel to another line, that line will be parallel to this. Yes. So it's symmetric. Transitive. The first line is parallel to second, second is parallel to third, therefore first is parallel to. So parallel to is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So that's going to be R, S, T. So all are fine. So suppose I take the same set of lines, but now if my link is perpendicular to. Is any line perpendicular to itself? No, it's not reflexive, right? Okay, if a line is perpendicular to another line, L is perpendicular to M. Can we say M is perpendicular to L? Yes, therefore it is symmetric. If L perpendicular to M, M perpendicular to N, can we say L is perpendicular to N? Maybe if you see at the corner, so there are three mutually perpendicular axes, but that may not happen. I can have a perpendicular like this also. In the same plane I am drawing some example. So L is perpendicular to M, but the M fellow is perpendicular to N. And there is a possibility that N and L are, there is a possibility. Or it could be, if you take this N outside the board also, no, then something different. Right. Therefore, we can't say it is transitive. Generally, it is not transitive. Still? Okay, so now if I am going to take a set of numbers, let me take natural numbers to natural numbers. My link is, say, equal to. It's a very simple link. Is you take a number, is it equal to itself? Yes, reflexive. Right? I take a number, it's equal to another number. Is that number equal to this? Yes. Because it's not like that you're talking about the knowns, even unknowns. X equal to y implies y equal to x. X equal to y equal to z. So x equal to, good. This is just quite easy. Let me take the same set and just do this. The opposite of equal to is not equal to. Is any number not equal to itself? No, so it's not reflexive. Symmetric. If a number is not, A is not equal to B, B not equals to symmetric. But this is the important thing, transitive. A not equals to B and B not equals to C. Does it imply A not equal to C? I can have a 3 not equal to 7, 7 not equals to again 3. So there is a possibility that A and C are equal. Therefore, sometimes, so it's good to write like this, but it is not good to write like this. All are equal, all three terms are equal, A, B, C. I can write like this because A equal to B equal to C implies A equal to C. But A not equal to B not equal to C, if you write, we know A not equal to B, B not equal to C, but it's not transitive. Therefore, the third and first are not directly connected. So if not all equal, you can't write like this. Probably you may have to write again this. Or in statements you can write. Because this is fine. There is no need to write C equal to E. So automatically implies. Little basics. Therefore, your not equal to is not. Okay, so if I am going to have a link, something like greater than. Is a number greater than itself? No. If A greater than B, is B greater than A? No. A greater than B, B greater than C. A greater than C. Transitive. So there is a lot of combinations actually, right? Understand? So if you have reflexive, symmetric and transitive, let me like a permutation combinations. Each one will have a either tick or a into. right? So how many combinations you get? Theoretically 8, but sometimes you may have to work out. One may imply the other. Understand? So there may be something where it is not reflexive, not symmetric, not transitive also. But we will be thinking of relations because this plays a major role, right? Reflexive, symmetric and transitive.